Well, look who's back with us. Retired Lieutenant Colonel James Carafano. He's Vice President of Foreign Policy at the Heritage Foundation. It's good to see you, Colonel. Okay, what do you make of the Secretary of the Air Force, Frank Kendall, saying in a speech in Maryland that, quote, the intelligence could not be clearer. China is preparing for war with the U.S., but that it's not inevitable. What's going on here?
Yeah, it's almost like a duh moment. I mean, anybody, forget about the intelligence assessment, just look at the unclassified information. China is developing the capabilities to have war with the United States, and not a defensive war. This is an offensive war to take it to the United States. Just look at their strategic capabilities, look at their military spending and investments, which actually are on par with the United States. So of course they're developing this capability. But what I'd say is, this is not like Germany in 1914 or 1939. This is not, we're going to attack somebody at a set date in the future. This is much more like what the Soviet Union did. We're going to build a massive offensive capability. We're going to use it to cow and threaten other people. But you know what? There might come a day, if our enemies look weak, when we might actually use that.
How?
And, well, by actually going on a conventional war against the United States or its friend and allies in some place, if they thought they could get away with it. But this is the old George C. Marshall thing. If you want peace, prepare for war. Is the way to stem that threat is not to put your head in the sand, not to try to dismiss it and say, oh, the Chinese economy is slowing down, they never do that, or this makes no sense. It's to build the conventional and strategic deterrent capability, so when the Chinese look at the numbers and they go, this is just not smart. You know, if we'd done that with Germany in 1939, they would have never marched past the Rhineland.
So what you're saying, I mean, China yesterday unveiled a plan to rather deepen integration between China and Taiwan, talking about the benefits of closer, cross-strait cooperation. China's also sending warships around Taiwan and dozens of warplanes to the Taiwan Strait. They're doing a show of military might, and they've created new military branches, to counter Air Force carriers. That's one branch. A strategic support service to achieve dominance in space and cyber domains. That's what China is doing. It's amassing forces at coastal bases. Taiwan is saying this is a deep threat.
Right. I don't know about you, but when I heard about the Chinese integration plan, I thought it was an SNL skit. But this is China's really doing this. And does it mean that they are planning on an invasion tomorrow in the near future? And the answer is, we don't think so. And the experts that I talk to don't think so, because there's lots of reasons why China could do this. First of all, when you do all this stuff operationally, you're building the capability to do it someday if you want to. So whether you're planning on invading tomorrow or not, massing planes and airplanes and logistics extending out there, that's developing the capability.
But Taiwan says China has begun probing Taiwan on a territory on a near daily basis.
Well, but this is part of, one, building that operational capability to invade if you want to someday. It's also a way of intimidating Taiwan. I mean, both this activity and the, hey, let's all get along integration plan is part of the Chinese plan to try to influence the Taiwanese election. It plays well domestically, but here's the flip side to all this. They may not invade tomorrow, but they've created enough of a threat, and a credible threat, where we would be idiots to ignore this.
Got it.
And not focus on the defense of Taiwan.
Colonel Carafano, thanks for joining us. It's good to see you.